Hey guys, I'm back again with a brand new video for you all, and I'm playing Great League Remix. And please let me know, what do you prefer, Great League Remix or the Halloween Cup? And yep, I'm running G-Weezing. G-Weezing is good in lead, G-Weezing is good in safe switch, G-Weezing is a good closer or the finisher as well. You can run it whichever place you want, right? And I'm running it with Whiscash. Now for me, Whiscash, even though the mud shots are nerfed, it's the best Pokemon in Great League Remix, in my view, because it handles fires, it handles grounds, alright, it handles poisons. There are a lot of poisons, and in a lot of the neutral scenarios, Whiscash can help you. And in this team, Whiscash can cover the weaknesses of Weezing, right? It handles its weaknesses pretty well. These two run very good in this cup, so that is why I'm running this core. Now, I've been running Whiscash, like, it's been more than a week. Like, whichever cup it is there, it's so good. And yep, G-Weezing is going to be the highlight of this video, I think. And Trevenant there for the safe swap, and yep, it is very good. And it safe swapping Trevenant actually helps us to bait out the counter of G-Weezing. G-Weezing's weaknesses come out when he safe swaps Trevenant. So yep, without any further ado, let's start the battles. In the first battle, it's gonna be Cresselia. So I've got a Brutal Swing user, I've got a Ghost, so I'm gonna safe swap into one of my backline. I come in with my Trevenant, they bring in their Alolan Marowak. So this is fine, right? Their Alolan Marowak doesn't want to see the Whiscash, that is why they bring in here, and this is a very good and comfortable matchup for the Alolan Marowak. So I managed to take the shield there with the Seed Bomb. Now I'll go for the Shadow Ball. Now they will shield this if they want the switch, right? So they shield, and they are both shields down. Now I'm not gonna shield anything, but you know what, this is not Shadow Bone, this is gonna be Shadow Ball user. I find someone else using Shadow Ball. I'm also a Shadow Ball user, right? So let's just throw the Mud Bomb. I don't want to take any damage, but they bring in their Venusaur. Now this is a lot trickier, right? Because Venusaur, even though with those resisted moves, is gonna do so much damage, as you all know how hard Venusaur hits, right? Now Brutal Swings are not doing that much, and even 2 Brutal Swings are not gonna be enough. They took 1 Brutal Swing, they took my shield with a Frenzy plant, and they come in with their Cresselia. Now if this guy had Future Sight, this was like, right, GG's, right? And I'm just throwing this Brutal Swing, so I'm gonna get past a double here and then try to catch the move here. Now I was kind of successful catching the move, but they undercharged their Moonblast so much. Now they are like, I don't know, did they panic there? This was so not necessary, and they caught the Skull into their Shadow Venusaur. This is like, alright, so now they are in Brutal Swing, like they don't have much health in Cresselia, right? I have double Brutal Swing. I'll throw the Brutal Swing here. Now look what happens, look what happens, look what happens. I lost the CMP against the Cresselia. I was like so shocked here. That is why I kept this video in the beginning of this video. What did happen? What did there happen? I was like, damn, how can this happen? I was and anyways, let's move on to another video, and it's going to be Whiscash against their Swampert. And yeah, with the help of Hydro Cannon, Swampert has the upper hand here, because yeah, we can only land 1 move if we don't invest any shields here. That is why I went for the Skull. Now I'll let this go, and now I'll come in with my Trevenant, and they will not get to their even Hydro Cannon, and this guy brings Guzzlord. Now I was like, and there you go, they had G-Weezing. Now I missed the you know, they won the switch. Yep, they won the switch, so they now will be able to avoid G-Weezing against their Guzzlord, right? So it's just, and they were running, that was the Brutal Swing, right? And they were running, you know what? They were running Sludge. Great that I decided to shield here. It was Sludge, right? And let's just go for the bait here. Player of E is going to do more damage than Brutal Swing, obviously, and this is going to be another Sludge. They are winning the CMPs here, so let's just go for this Brutal Swing. And you know what, they didn't shield. Damn, why didn't you shield that? I needed you to shield that. So let's go for another Brutal Swing now. Okay, we don't have any shield, so let's just go for another brutal swing. Let's try to take them out, and it was not enough. Are you serious? Now I caught the sludge in my Trevenant, and here my opponent does a slight misplay here. I throw the Shadow Ball. This was not needed to be shielded, right? So, and another mistake they make is they throw the energy here, which tells me they didn't have Sludge Bomb in their Guzzlord. They could have just farmed me down and throw the Sludge Bomb against my G-Weezing, right? And they throw the Brutal Swing here. So they might be running Brutal Swing and Dragon Claw. Now we will get to the player off comfortably, and this player off is going to be more than enough to knock this out. This is 18 times super effective, and yes, one fast move is going to be enough for that G-Weezing. So a little bit of misplay by my opponent there. Moving on to another battle, it's going to be Tuketich. Alright, Tuketich. So the thing here is their typing makes them win the lead here, because they're flying with ground, and one Scald is not going to be enough. In fact, 2 Scalds are not going to be enough. That's, yeah, and they will throw yet another Aerial Ace here. And yeah, let's just go for another Scald, and this Scald is not going to be enough, so they will not need to shield this one. They didn't shield, and alright, so they didn't take any risk there. That is a good play there. And let's just come in with our G-Weezing, and they got to another Aerial Ace. Are you serious right now? And they come in with their rollout, the Licky, right? So let's just go for the player off. And I tried to catch their Body Slam after this Brutal Swing. I mean, they would try to bait me with the Body Slam. We have 2 shields, and I failed there. So okay, here I was like, alright, this is going to be the Shadow Ball. So and that was the Body Slam. I was like so silly, and I panicked here a little bit. I shielded this one as well. I totally lost the count, and there you go. Now they are throwing the move, so they are throwing so quickly. This is not going to be the Shadow Ball, so they threw the Body Slam, and they come in with their Shadow Machamp. They had the Shadow Machamp. The thing is, they already reached to their Rock Slide. If they have Rock Slide, if they had Stone Age, they wouldn't have reached so quickly. Alright, so run Rock Slide is not going to be enough. We'll throw another Seed Bomb. Now they are shieldless as well, so this Seed Bomb is just not going to be enough, and one fast move is going to be enough. And you know what? I know that one Body Slam and few rollouts are still not going to be enough to knock me out, so I decided to go for the player off here. GG's. Moving on to another battle, it's going to be Girafarig. Now this is a little tricky. Now I was like, okay, if they go for 4, now I was like, I made a slight, I think, misplay here, shielding this move. Yeah, I shielded this move. Damn, it was Psychic Fangs. Let's take their both shields. Girafarig guy is a little hard to handle with this team. Look at that, and they threw their energy. That's great, right? Now we can come in with our Trevenant and throw the Seed Bomb, but before we charged up to Seed Bomb, they will reach to the Psychic Fangs. That's the problem. That is the problem. Which will do a good amount of damage. Look at that. Let's just not take any confusion damage more. Let's just throw this Seed Bomb, and yeah, they had the obstacle. So I come with my G-Weezing, and they had the Whiscash at the back, not looking good, right? But you know what? This player off is gonna hit so hard. After this one Brutal Swing is gonna be enough, and all I need to do is just shield once. And yeah, let's just reach to the, let's farm one more, then Brutal Swing, and then throw the Brutal Swing. This Brutal Swing is going to be enough, and yep, it's only going to be their Obstagoon. And yeah, this was just the Night Slash. We can comfortably reach to the layer off, and this will one-shot them, and it's a GG. Now moving on to another battle, it's going to be Salazzle. Fantastic lead, right? And they're not swapping. This tells me Whiscash core broke them. This is going to be the Poison Fang with the exclamation mark every move's got exclamation mark there, right? And they didn't need shield. They come in with their Sableye. Alright, so that's so great. We can throw the Scald, put this Sableye even low. If they don't shield and they don't shield, what kind of play is this? So Whiscash core broke them. I was like guessing this is going to be Steel at the back or something like Poison. ABA weak to Whiscash, and I bring in my G-Weezing, and there you go. They had Bastardon at the back. So to soften them, I throw the Brutal Swing, which is not a good play. The point to be noted, I should have just come in with my Trevenant. And now they'll have a little bit of time. Since the timer is misaligned, the switch clock is misaligned now. Because I was so late. Now they have the opportunity to snipe with foul play, which they banked in their Sableye. And yep, they shielded once there, and now this is going to be the Shadow Ball, and they're not gonna shield the Shadow Ball. And they sniped with their Sableye, but it is not gonna matter because I'm gonna come in with my G-Weezing, farm them fully down. It doesn't matter if they reach to their foul play, and that's all they can do, reach to the foul play, not beyond that. I know that, and I didn't shield, so, and I have a lot of energy, and they have quite low health, and they still have a shield bot. And what I do here is I have 3 Brutal Swings. Look at that. I undercharged this Brutal Swing because I wanted to land all 3 Brutal Swings to let them know that I won this game by far, and still with a shield. Not a good thing to do, but I felt like it. I'm not like evil or something, but let's go with, oh, another fantastic lead. Skeledirge with our, they come in with their Altaria. Fantastic, right? And they force close the app. Don't do that, guys. Oh, they didn't? They didn't? Alright, let's just throw this player off. And this is already over for our opponent. I think they threw the game. And there you go, they are just... oh, why didn't I edit it? Why didn't I cut it, man? It's gonna be Umbreon at the back. It's already over for them. They were totally hard countered. Right, so I just cut that. And moving on to another one, it's gonna be the Mew. Whoa, after a long time I saw Mew in GBL. Damn. And it's gonna be the Flame Charge that they're gonna throw. Let's just go for the Scalds here. And that did a lot of damage, and they might be running Flame Charge and a Wild Charge. That's what I guessed, so I'm not gonna shield any move here. And it was the CMP there. And this is the weirdest play. They are debuffed on their defense, and they shielded their Mew. And it doesn't matter if they farm me down because one Shadow Claw is gonna be enough against that Mew. Look at that. And they bring in their Trevenant. So I went for this Seed Bomb, and they like won the CMP. I still have 2 shields. That is my shield here. That is still going to be the Seed Bomb. And I wanted the shield here. Let's just go for the Seed Bomb, and they caught the Seed Bomb into their Carbink, which is a good play, but this Seed Bomb is going to do super effective move, super effective against that Carbink. And here I'm in a little bit of trouble here. I have to make the decision. I'm gonna shield. I only have 1 shield, but I have to decide. It should be against Shadow Ball or Seed Bomb from Trevenant, or Rock Slide from this guy. But I was like, okay, this is not attack weighted Pokemon. Rock Slide is gonna do nothing. Let's just farm up to double Brutal Swing now. I still have a shield, and 1 Brutal Swing is gonna be enough against this Carbink, even though if it's resisted from that range. And another Brutal Swing is gonna knock that Trevenant out, and we won this game by a shield. GG's. Moving on to another battle. It's going to be the Tentacruel. Another fantastic lead. And you know what? Whenever, oh man, people don't swap, right? So they are like ABA. They're running ABA, right? All right, Tenta, throw a Blizzard, and it was going to be the Acid Spray, and they come in with their Dragonite. It's wow, PvP Lords on my side today. There you go. There's nothing they can do. Tenta is quite low as well. And they coming back with their Tenta, which is low, and I forced them to shield. There's nothing my opponent could do, and he's going to... Oh my god, people are running Lucario, and I throw the player off. It's already over for them, and yep. GG's. Moving on to another battle, it's going to be Altaria now. This is a little bit tough. I had to bring in my Trevenant, and they bring in their Salazzle, which is good. I baited out the counter of G-Weezing, right? Not counter, well, yeah, counter. And there we go. They might be running double strong against G-Weezing at the back since they are running Altaria up front, right? So I'm gonna bring in my Whiscash back to eat the Poison Fang. They will get to another Poison Fang. Now I have to farm them fully down. I wished that I had Blizzard, but I don't. And we farm them down, and we bank one skull, and then come in with G-Weezing, and there you go. It was the Confusion user, which is gonna do a lot of damage against our Girafarig. The sad part here is one Brutal Swing is not gonna be enough. If that wasn't enough, then we might still have a little bit of chance, but now we don't have any chance. Now look at that, and I surrendered. GG's. Moving on to another battle. It's going to be G-Weezing. Fantastic lead, right? Whiscash is the best lead, I guess, for. They catch the Mud Bomb into their Dragonite, which is sad, and which is not gonna matter because we got perfect counter for it. Every single move they throw at us is going to be resisted. We can fully farm them down, not shielding anything unless they have Hurricane, which they are not gonna reach. And there you go. They throw another Dragon Claw, which is good. Now, let's see if they decide to come in back with their G. No, they're coming back with their... Oh, okay. All right. So it's going to be the... They shield the player off, and they try to catch the player off into the Skeledirge. They were running Skeledirge, and we threw the Brutal Swing. Now we reached yet another Brutal Swing, and you know what? This Brutal Swing is gonna get shielded. Now they are shieldless, and what I'm gonna do here is sack my Trevenant, or force them to fill the energy, and we can just one Mud Bomb that G-Weezing, and we're gonna win this game. And they throw this Disarming Voice, which allows us to throw the move, or we could have just thrown the Shadow Claw, but it doesn't. It's not gonna matter. And yeah, it's gonna be. We'll just shield there once. Even if we didn't shield there, we could have still won. And let's just go for the Mud Bomb. You know what? One Mud Bomb is going to be enough, and it's GG, G to the G. And that is it, guys. I hope you like the content, and if you like the content, then please leave a like and comment and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, guys.